welcome to the Sunday edition of the Salone Sports Show. And today, as usual, we will look into plenty sporting issues where they happen. And I get me guests them where go join me, including my co-host way now, Emmanuel. It's been a while, Emmanuel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Maggie. It's always good to be here.
Yeah, it's been a while. And also today we have the Chief Executive Officer for Elite Goalkeeping Academy. Is residing all the way in Scotland, but is running his academy in Sierra Leone for young boys, and is Andy Sheridan. Welcome to the show, Andy. Yeah, Andy, you are still mute. I don't know what's the problem. I can't get you. All right, Emmanuel, as we wait for Alhaji for
Good
joining.
afternoon, guys.
Thank you, Andy. You live now. Thank you. Um, I can hear you now. Can you please unmute your mic? Okay, so Andy is with us. He's going to talk to us about his football academy, and specifically the academy is running on grooming young boys for goalkeeping, and we'll be talking about that shortly. But let me welcome my other guests. How are you, sir? Mo, Mo, you still not comfortable yet for join we because you got issue with your line. Andy, are you okay now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
That's better. Now I'm using my phone.
Okay. All right. As we wait for Mo now, one of we former, Secretary General for Assistant Secretary General for volleyball na Salone, and athletes where he do sprint. He also play soccer and he play volleyball, but now they do bodybuilding, so he get for compete, he get for can't tell about that. But in the meantime, make us start with Emmanuel. Emmanuel, let we touch the two three things that we don't happen as sport over the days. We see yesterday one of we Sierra Leonean sister happened for the crown champions of the Africa Boxing Championship, and when Sarah, where based in Canada, it happened for be the champion for in weight category, and for the first time in many years, Sierra Leone win gold medal in the African Championship. What do you think about that?
Magdalene, it's a big kudos. It's a big congratulations to a nation, and it shows that the boxing team don't they put up some good attention now in waiting and they do. And I'm not surprised because for me, boxing always sets the banner high. But but past years, the female side been really the struggle in terms of active participation out there. And for me, we get a sister we come out, not only go participate, but compete. That's not a big kudos to a nation. And was it on Friday? I mean, they talked with one of the old boxers the way they tried for raise up some certain voice towards the boxing commission back home in Sierra Leone. And that may be just a telling that the game cannot move forward if the old not come back and put ends and support the new ones then. Because this game is all about a team spirit. You pass experience, you get for passing on to the new generations that are coming up. If we not do so, we get factions in the game. We can never get to we don't end up forget so today. And this is a big pride. Waiting to happen. It'll build up the credibility, the foundation of a boxing association back home. So let we look on to waiting we sister don't do so. And let we celebrate our put on our profile picture for this week and the month. And once more, congratulations to the Boxing Association for Shorty Lorraine.
Yeah, Great one, Emmanuel. A lot of people will be the asked question whether Sarah na Sierra Leonean being that in call different and the name in surname, but according to in profile and in biography, she is Sierra Leonean, and Sarah for belong represents Sierra Leone at the Commonwealth Games at Birmingham. But
Yeah.
some issues been come up with according to Oyeri, there's now one Salone, I know calling him former boxing president for Salone, go Congo Sagori Kishise, that name they not to Sierra Leonean, and that become up with issue.
Yes, and Magdalene. If you look at the principles we bind by this sporting commission is that if you not ever represent any nation internationally, you get right for represent a country by any birth origin. So if you get an origin from the daddy side, you can get the right to say yes, I want to represent my country. Because Sarah never participates in any international boxing for any nation yet. So the only country where Sarah don't showcase for in the senior level now for Salone. So if you be a country of heritage, you get right for representative. It's in the boxing laws. Hey, all sporting discipline they do. So you don't need your mama don't need for be Sierra Leone, papa be Sierra Leone before you box for Salone. No. Your mama can be Sierra Leone. It's a country of heritage and you box for Salone. Your papa can be from Sierra Leone, your mama come up from Tunisia, you box from Salone. It's your right. And she never represents any other nation internationally. You can do them. So me not saying it to ever become an issue concerning that, Maggie.
All right. I want to congratulate Sarah and wish them all the best as the current champion for in weight category winner 52 to 54. And that's good for see them play the Salone national anthem yesterday. It been so fantastic for watch, and that was adorable. Congratulations to the young lady. She's based in Canada, but fully they represent Sierra Leone. All right, they move on. Quickly, let me come to my guest in the studio, Andy Sheridan. He is the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer for the Elite Goalkeeping Academy in Sierra Leone. Well, the Elite Academy has been run in several other countries, including Scotland. But today we have Andy here to tell us more about the academy and his plans ahead. Welcome to the show again, Andy.
Hi Magdalene. Hi Emmanuel. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right. Can you tell us who is Andy?
Who is Andy?
Yeah.
Andy is me. Andy is an ex-goalkeeper. I used to play in goals. I used to play semi-professional. Always been in Scotland. I played from a very, very young age. I played with my friends in the street. I played at school. I played at youth level. And then I went on to have trials for professional clubs. But I never quite reached that level. I was never quite... whether I wasn't lucky enough or I wasn't good enough, but I always dreamt that I would make it as a professional football player, but I never did. So I just kept playing, and I loved playing in goals. Did you know what? Everybody says that you have to be crazy to be a goalkeeper. Now, I don't believe that. I think I'm very normal.
Okay.
So...
Wow. So, Andy, I guess you've retired from playing actively, but you've embarked on training young kids, goalkeeping skills, and you're not only limiting it to Scotland, you've established in some countries, including Sierra Leone. What inspired you to do this?
That's correct. I stopped playing about 10 years ago. I'm now 48. I retired when I was 39, so 9 years ago. And I always kept an interest in doing a bit of coaching with adults. But I couldn't commit to doing it every week because by then I finished playing and I used to work offshore. So I was working in all different countries around the world. laying pipes. But I loved my football. And when I was young, I never always got the chance to get good goalkeeping coaching because there wasn't a lot of guys doing it. So in the last year or so, I was over in Malta with my football team. We're doing a wee tournament, and I applied for a coaching job over there. Do you know, because I liked the weather, it was nice, but I never got that job. So on my way home, I was getting really sick of working offshore. I wanted to be based back home. And I decided that I was just going to help one or two goalies. I was just going to help one or two guys, nothing big. And then I put all my stuff on social media, and my business has just got really big and big. And basically, you know, for me, the business is called AS Elite. That's the full name. AS, which is Andy Sheridan Elite Goalkeeping Academy. And all I'm trying to do is give the kids the opportunity that I never had to get, because I'm an SFA qualified coach, so I've got qualifications. So I want the guys to have the best chance that they can ever have of chasing their dreams, you know. So I've just been really busy doing that. And Idrissa Kallon, he messaged me on Facebook, and he just asked, all he's ever asked me for is if I send him some drills, some training drills. And that's all I do. I send them in WhatsApp. If I have a coaching session, I send him the stuff that I've done, and then he gives it to his guys. And Idrissa has a big fan club over in Scotland. Everybody loves him. Everybody's watching him. My family watch him. Every time he posts something, I put it on my social media, you know. So I'm humbled by what I'm seeing him doing over there. You know, it's great.
So, since you've started this project of training kids, how many countries have you established the academy, and how many boys in total are you taking care of at the moment?
It's only established in Scotland and in Sierra Leone. That's all.
Okay.
At the moment, I have 30 goalkeepers, maybe 31 goalkeepers under my umbrella, and obviously I coach them. Some I do one-to-ones, and some I do in groups.
Okay. So, what are you hoping, or what are you expecting to achieve from these young kids, these lads?
All I would like to see is every one of these goalkeepers get a little bit better. I like them to come into my environment, and it's a safe environment. And most importantly, I want them to have fun, but also to learn. And hopefully one day they get the opportunity I never had. You know, one of my young goalkeepers, it's a girl, she's 11. She's been picked up by her county team, which is massive. Do you know, the whole county, and she got selected. So that's what I like. You know, I can't promise goalkeepers that they'll be professional, but if I can see them getting a little bit better, I'm happy with that.
Okay, so you are also encouraging girls to be part of this.
100%. Female football is not really. It's starting to get big over here now, over in the UK, America, Europe. Now, since I started my business, I'm half girls and half guys, and it's phenomenal. I love their enthusiasm. I was up watching a girl this morning, and I seen her yesterday, and she saved 2 penalties, and it's just brilliant. I just love to see it, you know.
Okay. So Andy, do you have plans of getting a residential academy? Because like places in Africa, people who establish the academy system, they will get a residential area where they will place this player to get them together. So what are your plans? Do you have this in mind, or you just want them to train individually and get used to the system?
At the moment, I don't have any big plans out with this season of football. It's my first season doing it as a professional coach. So all I'm looking for is to establish my business, have a good reputation for improving goalkeepers, looking after my goalkeepers, helping them away from football as well, give them the opportunities and my life experiences if I can help them with that. So at the moment, I don't have big plans for residentials or to move into other countries, although I'm more than happy to help Idrissa.
Okay, continue to stay with us, Andy. We'll get back to you in the show. Emmanuel,
Yeah,
you've listened to Andy. What's your take?
yeah. And first and foremost, it's a pleasure to meet you, Andy. And I say thank you for such an initiative, you know. And football or sports in general will only be successful when we give attention to the next generation. And what you're doing, trust me, you've really created a big, big difference because your inclusion of female into these activities has created a gender parity. And that is what we are crying out for today. That females should have a role into the game, into the sport. Because if we see it, the sport has been like male dominance. You check from back time in memorial to now, male are dominating the sport, whilst the women are striving to get to where it is today. So for you to start a project like this and you give an attention to the females to come over, it's a big one. And I know for a start, it's going to be challenges back home, but keep on the good work. And thank you for Short Drive. And we know there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
All right.
Thank you.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. Andy is staying with us, and we'll get back to him in the show. Let's go and take some more news story. As yesterday, we see FC Salone being get for win 3-0. Emmanuel, why are you for qualify to the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup preliminary rounds, round 2, and FC Salone go to the next stage with 4 goals on aggregate, and we see Ali Conte was the star of the match with hat-trick. Although people still listen that Lampard scored the first goal or Lampard nice score, but now Ali Conte get the hat-trick according to what me understand. So after that game day, we see a lot of people be happy and a lot of people be applaud the team. But let me just look some of the highlights.
Yes.
Gets away from his marker. Sweet turn. And it should be goal. And it's goal number 1 for FC Salone. Ali Conte, ball number 2. Quick pass. Decent finish. Instead of box, he's got on the ball on 2 occasions. This is just the 3rd moment. He has provided an assist already.
Take it away. So glad it happened.
Okay, Ali Conte, ball number 2 for Ali Conte and 3-0 for FC Salone. Brilliant pass.
All right, that's now the highlight. Emmanuel, you see the goal them out with them come. We know say that of Buffaloes do Bogu where FC Salone play now one team where there is struggle the past, but we see FC Salone put up a convincing performance and they win the match, and with a huge margin, and that's this is also the first time where FC Salone they do also the last time they go they be qualified from this stage where they qualify from so and move forward before they begin for knock them out. But what do you think about this development after several years where Sierra Leone don't miss out in a CAF club competition? We see FC Salone and Rangers make a return. For FC Salone, they make a return. For Rangers, now be a debut season for them. This is not their first time for take part in a CAF interclub competition ever since they established the club.
Yes, Magdalene. First and foremost, congratulations to we the FC Salone fans there, or supporters there. You know, as the normally say, we not to strange up on this business because we get people that we sabi the game. And sorry, Andy, for being in our local language. And Magdalene, will you like me to be in English or fluent in our local language?
Anyone.
Okay, yeah. And it's not a surprise for my own side because you see, Magdalene, in our previous program, we had this discussion that what Sierra Leone lack are coaches and the infrastructure. If you have the coaches, you have the infrastructure, it's nothing. You see what FC Salone is building, we have the infrastructure. We have our training ground. And the way we build this team, you realize that they've been working together for the past 2-3 months. And look at the way the link up from the defense, the midfield to the attack. You realize that what these boys are doing is not a guess. They are well trained. Because if you look at our bench, the head coach here is Mohamned. He has a wealth of experience in this game. So with that, he can easily pass it down to the boys of today. And that's what you've seen from Ali Conte. Look the way our midfield is playing. We are playing the diamond shape. Look the goals we score. The way we knock this ball. It's a diamond system. Easily we get our goals. And look at the defense, the way they can sit back and defend well. You see, when you have people that are competent for a job in this game, Magdalene, you get the results. We want people that can defend their license. People that are ready to sacrifice. That yes, we want to be sincere with those boys to make a difference in their life. Not some people that we want for carry around this bubble and for eat their money. You see, Mohamned is sincere in his service. We all look from previous years, waiting they don't do towards the game. And look now, waiting the impact they create in the life of those boys. I'm not surprised. And not to guess win and win, Magdalene, on a lot. We play constructive football.
Yeah.
We play constructive football. So this is what we want to see. That none of the boys are not going to more for go play, but let there be constructive system from the defense, the midfield to the attack. And trust me, any scout will go out here, I'll bet you, Magdalene, go sign Ali Conte. Because these are clever finish, clinical finish. You know,
Yeah.
and kudos to FC Salone and to Mohamned for a good work.
All right. Before moving forward, I'll bring up the interview done by Mohamned after the match and some match reactions as we saw supporters celebrating, and I talked to a few people. I know what they said to me about the importance of Salone in that squad, adding the squad to this Confederation Cup. But let's hear from Salone what about his take on the outcome of the match.
FC Salone.
A great satisfaction. It's a great feeling. I mean, to have done what we did this evening with our boys. I mean, they are all young players. 90% of these boys, they've been with FC Salone for the past 10 years. So introducing them to this competition, I think it's a great pleasure for our club as well. So that's why I want to say thanks to all the supporters that drove from Sierra Leone, that made that sacrifice to come and support us. We want to take one step at a time. We've done with both legs. Now we have to go prepare for our next opponent. I know it's going to be difficult, it's going to be challenging, but I think we have a few things to work on. Raising the standards, raising the intensity and the quality, but I think we have time to do that. And this is part of development. This is what we want. We want to be part of development. We want to bring happiness. I mean, as we have numerous problems in our country or in the entire Africa, or in the entire world at large for now. So we want to bring that satisfaction to our supporters. Part of our game model, we are a possession-based team that want to play football the right way, that want to keep the ball and create goal-scoring opportunities. So, and today, that's exactly what we did. We've been working for the past 2 months and see how we can put the boys together physically, technically, and tactically.
All right, that was the chairman and now head coach, the gaffer for the club, and he's been representing his boys and taking them to the Confederation Cup preliminary round 1, and moving forward, progressing to round 2 with a huge goal margin tells what it takes to get a tactician as your head coach. And Kalon has proven to deserve a place in the dugout, because yesterday we saw what happened. We saw the constructive football. We saw the quality play. And Emmanuel is state that their model of playing is possessive football, which means playing the ball, passing the ball around, ensuring you hold the ball. The players, the ball should be with FC Cologne players, and that is the result for moving forward and attacking against their opponents. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and Magdalene, for encourage, just waiting Mohammed Kalon just say, it makes two key lines that are very, very sensitive. You talk about raising the standard, intensity, and quality. And for these things to be happen in the game, first and foremost, you have to work on the physicality of your players. And you talk about the mental aspect and technical aspect. If you observe these players, Magdalene, throughout this game, the boys were running. It shows that their physics are very good. And what they were doing again, if you watch the team, their technique on the ball is brilliant. Each and every player on that FC Cologne team, you can see the level of confidence that they have on the ball. It's not a guess. They know that when they are on the ball, it's theirs. They are not in a rush. They know they can deliver whatever they want to do on that ball. So that high standard is being achieved by the confidence that Mohammed Kalon has been able to put in these boys. Because when you turn around, you see who is on the touchline. This is our icon. This is our superstar. What I'm doing here, he can do it. So if I have the opportunity to do it, I should take it with seriousness. Because the person that is on the touchline is not guessing. He knows what he's doing. And if I accept what he says to me and I do it, I'm going to have the result. And these boys are following the result. That's the quality that we are having today from these boys. Take a look from the midfield, the way Lampard was able to knock his legs all over. And as that goal, which we were debating that it belongs to Ali Conte. These are the quality we are seeing.
Why you say it's like belonging to Ali Conte? Ali Conte
the ball crossed the line before Ali Conte touched him.
Well, he got the ball. All right, kudos to FC Cologne. Congratulations to the team, and congratulations to Mohammed Kalon on his first assignment. I don't say if we don't be part of the team. Today we'll do the program English and Creole because we get a guest we're in a Scottish. We did Obaya talk to Salone people. So the goal. But what do you think about Ali Conte in that FC Cologne squad? Do you think is the person that we are missing in the last season, Sierra Leone Premier League?
Correct. Magdalene, since FC Cologne we lost Poboski, we're going international. This is our next Poboski. Trust me, his ability on the ball is good. In the box is the best. Watch his runs, his clinical runs. Remember, before he came over to FC Cologne, watch in previous international performance. That would they take for assess some of these players.
Emmanuel, talk straight. Say what your performance na Lions. Jeru no go vex by you.
Okay. No, but from international performance, you just see that this na a prospect, and he needs somebody where for can gear that material where will make him become a superstar. And the head coach that he's now working with is a tactician in the game, Mohammed Kalon. And alongside with him, he get the likes of Musa and Kemokai Kalon, where they will be able to back him up and make him become more prolific. So for me, trust me, Magdalene, watch Ali Conte runs where they make into the box. The slightest mistake you pull, or the slightest mistake you make is going to put that ball into the net.
Okay.
The slightest how you take off that skill is fast. And his construction on the ball is very good.
All right.
So this is, for me, this is the next football skill that we're having in that nation. I just hope that he maintain his style and discipline in the game. It would take us to another level.
So not to the next Musa Tumbo.
That's another chapter.
Me play a Musa Tumbo. They don't cost me from yesterday. They cost me because I post that video. I didn't laugh at some people. They feel when they post at the vex. I didn't vex. I didn't comments. So you the big trading player for Ali Conte in role model. Musa. Ali Conte take over Musa at Eastern Lions and he's doing well now. Congratulations to the young lad. All right. Before we talk about Bo Rangers, their first outing in the Champions League preliminaries. From where they established the club, that was the first time Bo Rangers participated in a CAF inter-club competition. And we saw the first match was a goalless draw in Monrovia, Liberia, where they hosted their own matches. And moving forward, yesterday we saw a disaster. It wasn't a good day for them, but again, I saw a lot of fans applauding them for their effort in representing the country after the country missing out for many years from CAF interclub competition. So, what do you think? What is your take about Bo Rangers' performance yesterday, and what do you think was missing that went wrong for them?
Magdalene, I really don't want to be personal in this one, but you see, it all started from this Musa Tumbo saga. I want to be sincere. If Musa was part of that Bo Rangers squad, it would have been a great difference. If you observe, the link up for the Bo Rangers team to the attacking finishing line was very poor. The struggle. They never had a finisher. And if you realize, this is all a syndrome from waiting me don't begin happen from the backstage. Because for make the team able to come and build another striker with that caliber and team chemistry like Musa, it become very challenging. And replacement not being in that squad. And trust me, if we had add Musa into that Bo Rangers squad, it should have been something better. But all is not lost. They're going to go back home, and the managers will work on what they need to work on and build up on them, then finishing point. Because again, if you cannot score a goal, Magdalene, it's a waste of time. Because the 3 points is awarded by putting the ball into the net. And that's what they need to work on. The defense did it extremely well, but I'm telling you, the link up from the midfield to the attack, that was what they lost. Those connecting passes was in there because there was no one to do the finishing work.
Yeah, yesterday was really a bad day. They were off the match, and we saw the host, Belouizdad, was playing fantastic football. They were well composed, and they actually took the game to Bo Rangers and pressured them to get all their goals to move on to the next stage. But that was a learning process for Bo Rangers. They've never represented Sierra Leone in that competition. This was the first time, and we wish them good luck. We hope that will be a learning curve for them, moving from a defeat to go in there next season and go as far as quarterfinals. People where there's about Laos, they're not vexed, so I'm not saying that Bo Rangers will win league back home. But
it's all an experience count, it's all an experience count for them.
Yeah. So. All right, stay with us. Let's join Andy again whilst you guys, I'm watching your comments on the comment section. Welcome to the show, Fode, Richie, Pilot, Addicts, Jay, they tell me about the Gunners, I don't care. We go play the game there. We win the last game. Europa League. Petros, Pompey of Klein, Texas, my own personal person. And to Mustafa Kone. Mustafa, long time, yes. I was busy, but I'm back. And me and Emmanuel don't come for real. So Andy, we're back to you. Yes, Andy, we're back to you. A lot of people watching us and they might want to know how would one be part of the academy? Like, how is the how does the recruitment process looks like?
From well, I would just like to also say it's been great listening to you guys talking about your local teams. I can
Yeah.
see the passion you have for the football. It makes me want to come over and help and be a coach. So please help me do that. I would love to come over. You know, I love him, passion and how he's describing the strong points of a team, the weak points, and you know, you really must love your football over there, and that's great to listen to. You know, but the recruitment process over here, well, over where you are in Sierra Leone, you obviously know Idrissa, and we
Yeah.
became friends through social media, and I just sent him some coaching drills, and he gets his guys together, and they keep training, and they make me videos and they send me them back. Now, I don't know how Idrissa's doing it over there. I don't know if people come to him or if he advertises, you know, but I know over here for me, my recruitment process is it's all on social media, and I get phone calls from family from 7-year-old to nearly 40-year-old. Guys and girls that want to learn the game because they've never played in goals in their life, to people who are just want to get a wee bit goalkeeper fitness. And you know, I'm just happy to help because every training session can be different, you know. So that's how I don't recruit them. They come to me and ask me to give them my help. And I think that's probably the same with Idrissa over there. And we speak every day, and if possible, depending on timing, and if I'm not busy, I can speak to him. Yeah, there's a video there. I love that video. That's one of my favourites. When I see these videos and I see these guys training on these parks, you know, we're very fortunate over here that we have some good facilities.
Yes.
When I see guys doing that, it blows me away, you know. And I'm in the process of getting some stuff, some kits, some gloves, some boots, and I'm going to send them over. And hopefully Idrissa can distribute them between his academy over there. You know, I'm in the process of doing that right now. I'm having some charity days to raise funds and just to give these young guys over there who look very enthusiastic and they look so much full of fun, to give them a small, if I can make 1% of a difference to you guys over there, then I'm so happy. I'm just happy to be part of what Idrissa's doing, and more. I'm really humbled to be on this podcast today. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for honoring our invitation. So looking at the boys on the background, from the background, we can see young crop of lads like within the age of 10 and above. So do you have a certain age limit you're looking for?
For me, back home, I don't have a minimum, but my youngest goalkeeper is 7-year-old, and my oldest, at the moment, he's 33 or 34. He plays at amateur level, and all the other guys and girls play like grassroots. They're very young, they have no experience at all, and that's where I hopefully can lend my experience to develop their knowledge of the goalkeeping position, but also to improve their skill set. You know, a lot of people, I don't know about Sierra Leone,
Hold on.
but a lot of teams just disregard the goalkeeper. They're an
Okay.
afterthought. You know, they just push him to the side and say, go do your own stuff. And there is no chance that young goalkeepers are going to develop into better goalkeepers. For me, I believe that a goalkeeper is the most important position on the park, and it's certainly the hardest.
All right.
I might be.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to say something, Andy? You can go
No,
ahead.
right, cool.
Okay. I'm trying to get Idrissa so he can explain to people more about this because probably some people will be home and they want their kids to be part of it. Hello and welcome to the show, Idrissa. All right. Thanks for joining us and thanks for giving me the contact to Andy. Tell us about this academy. How have you been coping in free time? Yes, yes, I did get you. I did get you loud and clear. Hello? Yes, I did get you. Go ahead. Hello? Uh yes. We did get issue with coach. Okay, it's no problem. We'll get back to him. All right. Quick one, Andy. So what is the importance of getting the kids at a very young age to start training a particular skill? Like you were saying, for for many people, they prefer to just send someone to the goal and say, "Do your thing." With no experience, no knowledge or any skill about goalkeeping. So what is the benefit of getting them young and train them the skill and get them ready for bigger opportunity?
That's a very, very good question. And I'm glad that you recognise that, at some clubs, goalkeepers they get overlooked and they go and do your own thing, For me, if I can get a goalkeeper at 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, when they're very young, I can teach them the basics. No, unless you're a goalkeeper or a goalkeeper coach, you'll not understand that the basics are all about the handling. And there's all different types of handling. It's not just catch a ball. We need to do it in like the hands are W. Then there's the basket, there's low scoop, and there's certain ways that we move our feet that outfielders don't. It's a totally unique position. And my experience when I was young, I never had the coaching that these guys are getting just now, and I was very raw. I believe if I got this coaching when I was young, I'd have been a better goalkeeper. So getting them young, and when you're young, you have a lot of bad habits. You're just used to playing with your friends in the street or over in a park, and they're not getting told this is wrong or that's wrong. They're just all full of bad habits. They're not getting told about the positioning of a goalkeeper, where they should be at corner kicks, free kicks, kicks, they don't know. So it's my job, and I spend a lot of time doing the basics.
Okay, Andy, I'll be back to you in a couple of minutes. I've got Idrissa again. Hello, Idrissa.
Hello, good afternoon, Magdalena Kone.
Hello.
You getting me now?
Yeah, I get you loud and clear.
All right. So, what thing they go on with the academy now, Frito? How will they do for cope with the boys then?
The sky with the boys them, everything cool. But right now, we're skin Saturday and Sunday because the boys they go school right now. So we're skin Saturday and Sunday. We're skin right now.
Okay, so being that you don't they bring some boys there in, how will they do for get them boys there for joining? Do they look for any skill in them, or you just they gather them together?
No, the sky for get them. It's got for taking them, forget about them, easy. Watch them move and they host there because I'm picking them. Then I say, hey, time, boys, time for taking. Maybe they host there, talk to the family there because forget the family force you get. Go to a man allow you to for the boys. They say it's an idleness. You're gonna feel this better. Forget that the boys, they're not really easy. What are the boys that are right now?
How many boys do you get now at the academy? How many boys you get?
I got 21 goalkeeper.
Wow. So waiting
Yeah,
at
21
the
goalkeeper.
age limit. Waiting at the age limit.
I get like a 7 year old goalkeeper. I'm 14, it's up 14. Yeah, goalkeeper. I'm 7, table.
So what do you they aim for achieve from this as you don't collaborate with Andy now? We're at the CEO for the elite goalkeeper academy in Scotland.
Yeah, we really appreciate Andy for the trade they do for me. Because they try for helping the young goalkeeper in Salone right now. They do great things for me right now. Because the more they help me, they send video for me. I'm doing the same, I teach the boys there. And then tell them, saying, come video call, they come the boys there. So we really appreciate Andy for the trade they do for me right now in Sierra Leone.
All right. Okay, so if somebody want for them picking join una academy at all, how we go do for join una?
Hey, if they come at free for this we're training right now because right now Saturday and Sunday we're training at 4:00 p.m. They're able to join me in the elite goalkeeper academy in Sierra Leone right now. Because I just a goalkeeper because we got academy now we put it together and they call academy. This is the training right now. We put it together, give the talents, more of the game. Yeah.
So far, if somebody want them picking join una, I just go call you or just go come na Fobe field. Any cost?
You just go come na Fobe field or in call me. You just go call me now. Yeah, no, free.
Okay.
No, free.
All right, thank you, Kochi. I will get back to you later. Thanks for picking the call. All right, the name na Idrissa. We na the head for the the Bodybuilder the train goalkeeper business na Salone. Andy, that was Idrissa talking to me about the process in Freetown. So you were saying something before I get to Idrissa. Do you want to continue from that?
Yeah. What was I saying again?
The benefit of getting them young.
Yeah. The benefit of getting them young, when they come to me, is hopefully they can. Well, the big thing is I've got the easy job. I'm only showing them what to do. The hard work comes from the student. They have to apply it. So I'm trying to get them to do the right stuff at the right time. So when they do go into their matches, they give what you're doing is you're giving yourself a better chance of playing well. You're giving yourself the best chance of your team doing well. And if your team's doing well, their profile raises, then the team's profile raises, and then the goalkeeper hopefully gets noticed. Well, we had a big Scottish Cup game on Friday against a professional team, and one of my goalkeepers was playing, and he had a phenomenal game. He was outstanding. And then people come up to me and they're saying, well done, your keeper was great. And I'm proud. I don't take any of the credit. I believe that all the hard work comes from these guys. I'm just fortunate enough to have all this knowledge and my experience that I can pass on. And when I see, I had a wee guy yesterday. He was 7-year-old, and I've been training him for a few months. And he's a great lad. He's very funny. He's trained so hard. But yesterday, everything just seemed to click. And he was doing all the good stuff. And I was like, yes. I just love seeing that. And I get a lot of hope for these guys. I think they're going to do really well, So it's very important. And I think Mohamned will say as well, in any sport, get them young. Teach them the basics, teach them the fundamentals, and do that. And it's like repetition. A lot of repetition in coaching at grassroots level. Repetition without repeat, and then the rewards will follow. That's what I believe anyway, Magdalene.
Okay, so Andy, we've got like situation where kids are being gathered to train in specific areas of football. Specific skills, they will sign them up to academies, but at the end of the day, we'll add issues about these are my player. They've signed with me. Other people will come up and say so. So, do you have any documentation binding any contract between you and the guys in Freetown?
No, nothing. For me, I'm just helping. I don't, Idrissa never asked me for nothing. All he asked for is for me to send him videos so he can coach his guys. You know, Idrissa must take all the credit for everything he's doing over there. You know, I'm just trying to help. And Idrissa, he likes the name AS Elite and he's using it. I do not have a problem with him doing that. You know, he helps me and you know, he makes all my family smile. He makes all my friends smile because they see what a good job he's doing. So I'm under, you know, Idrissa can do it his way over there. I'm just happy to pass on information to him.
Okay. All right. Andy, I know you'll be leaving us soon because it's already an hour, because I promise you'll be only here for an hour. So what will be your message to the young kids? Before that, who is your current best goalkeeper in the world now?
Oh, best goalkeeper in the world, me.
But you're not playing. You're not playing actively.
No. Okay, I must say this. It's Idrissa Salone. He's the best.
Okay.
Okay. For me, it is Alisson at Liverpool FC. For me, he's the best in the world.
Really?
Mm.
It took 4 goals last week.
Yeah. No, his defence did. His defence. I just like everything about him. There's other great goalkeepers. Manuel Neuer, Courtois at Real Madrid, David De Gea.
Good. That's
Mendy.
You calling somebody now, David De Gea and Mendy.
Mendy, Chelsea, another fantastic goalkeeper.
Yeah. All right, Andy. So as you're leaving us now, we'll be getting you time to time to check on how things has been going. So what will be your message to the young lads in Freetown and Idrissa?
My message to the young boys first is never stop dreaming. Work hard. Listen to your coach. Train how you play and you play how you train. You know, I always go into every session like it's my last session. Do you know, I need to give it my all. I need to be selfless. Just keep, don't let anybody in the world tell you that you'll never be a top goalkeeper, because everybody can. Everybody has it inside to be the best goalkeeper. And my message to Idrissa is, you're doing an awesome job. You're helping other people. These guys look so happy to be doing what they're doing. Just now, for me, when I go to make a programme, I had a session this morning and I need to treat every goalkeeper special. I have to make them feel like they're special and give them as much of my time as possible. You know, be prepared for your training drills and also just be a good guy, be a nice person.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Andy. Andy is the Chief Executive Officer and trainer for Elite Goalkeeper Academy in Scotland, and he's trying to help also in Freetown as he is working with a young guy called Idrissa, who is training kids also under the name of the same academy, and they're trying to develop some promising professional goalkeepers in the future, as you can see from the picture in the background. Thank you, Andy. We hope that you will have more connections and more charity to help back in Sierra Leone.
Magdalene, thank you very, very much for having me. It's been very humbling. You know, and I just wish everybody on here well today. It's been great listening to you talking about the football in your own country. It was really good. And, you know, try and get me a job over there coaching. I'll come over.
You come and coach Eastern Lions.
Oh.
Do you know Musa Tombo? We'll give you Musa Tombo. You train Musa Tombo.
Any job.
You know Musa Tombo?
No.
Oh, it's our best player. He's a very good player. Looks like Droba. You know Droba?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Musa Tombo go like this, it's a goal. So we'll give you Musa Tombo. We need someone to nurture Musa Tombo.
Listen, it's been a great experience, and I hope to come on again and I can share where we're at, and you know, I'll continue to support and Idrissa through everything, and I'll get all this equipment sent over in the next couple of months.
Okay, thank you, and I'll keep chatting with you to keep asking you questions, all those many questions. Expect them.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
No
All right.
problem.
All right. That was Andy, and thanks to Andy for joining us today. And the wait man don't go. They say I go coach na Salone.
Yeah.
All right, Emmanuel, very fantastic initiative. As we said, the importance of training kids, the actual skill rather than just guessing position for them. It can quite affect them in their career. So, looking at the options now from what Andy say and what Idrissa also say, I talk to what do you think about this project?
To be sincere, Magdalene, I don't for discouraging, but these projects need a lot of support and a lot of attention, because we always say we catch them when they are young. And from my experience back home, Sierra Leone, I don't ever know about goalkeeper trainers there, except like when you do go and then senior team there. You play the Premier League na Salone, and they tell you the number about say teams and get goalkeeper trainers. But most of the time, trust me, for big goalkeeper, like na individual trainings that we do by ourselves, or sometimes you get you comping way like goalkeeper business for tinap na goal, and all to decide, hey, would help me with me training sessions. Even I remember when like we can go for trainings, it's very challenging, like for gatekeeper in your special sessions, because we really not get goalkeeper trainers then in the country. Most of the coaches the way we get is about who can defend, who can play midfield, and who can take that ball behind the nets. But probably we get people there.
Some team then the post way no sabi kick the ball better. They say go man.
Go man, exactly. So most of the times, like we not get a foundation for train structural goalkeepers. So just as you earlier on say, some man can end up for big goalkeeper because they realize you pull pass all man, what's in up now goal for you. So through that now so they get fun, then maybe it develop an interest in what you do. Or there are times like there is a shot and they say okay replace, and you put up an outstanding performance. I remember the like of Musa Kalon. I remember that was in Mighty Blackpool 1 year they don't meant for when they give history one whole season, because there was something like a red card with Blackpool by then we suffer, and he ended up for good dinner goal and he puts up an outstanding performance. But most of the goalkeepers, if you observe Magdalene, they didn't start it from childhood. So the technique is not precise, because then grab along the road and they're not getting the proper training. If you observe it, Andy in the talk that in the training you get with you again the footwork and positioning and the way to catch the ball. All in sessions, and if you miss them when you there as childhood, for make you develop them that muscles there as in adulthood, it takes a lot of constraints. So these are a very good call when they don't start. At least we begin get young goalkeepers there. When we're able to grab up with that love for say yes, me a goalkeeper. I don't go tin up there because I think say I well. No. I tin up there because I think say me say very good for Daddy. It's a joyful position, it's part of the game. If I'm not there, the team is not completed. I'm part of the 11 players. I'm also essential in this game. And when people begin look at that, you position vital, you see the goal. Look like Australia, and a goalkeeper qualify Australia into the World Cup. Yeah. 9 qualifier in Australia. So your role is also look at the like of an Ivory Coast. Is it goalkeeper that win Nations Cup for them? So that role very important. We need for beginning, not sure we young but brothers, let them know say you are part of the 11-man squad and you can also be a world best. Not only the number 9 and if and the view, you can be a world best
All
if
right.
you keep up with the good performance. So good work from Andy, and we brought her back home, and we hope so we will give them a good support and make this initiative continue.
All right, Emmanuel, thank you. Continue for stay as we don't get Alhaji Mohammed Bockarie, where they prepare for compete for the first time in a bodybuilding competition. Well, this man come from a sports background and he gets a good history in sports as he starts from soccer, volleyball, athletics, and now bodybuilder. Welcome to the show, Alhaji.
Yeah, welcome, Magdalene. Welcome to every Sierra Leoneans, whichever place you find yourself at this moment.
All right.
The
Alhaji, you dey prepare for your competition next this Saturday coming on the 24th, where it will be the first time you go compete as a rookie inside bodybuilding state championship na Queensland, Australia. Yeah. Waiting now the plan side.
Of course, the plan below starts from long ago because a long journey where I started from a 17-week to this competition date, when at the 24th, where it was really a rigorous training and the prep in terms of food and a proper conditioning where it will not be really easy because you get for always get the 100% because you don't know what you get for go meet before in terms of the competition day. So um it's not really easy, but thank God as we don't push on this far as a passion and as a thing we are plan, and definitely by God in power, it will be a successful journey on Saturday. I mean,
All right. Alhaji, you come from a sport background. I go say you travel from different different sport them to the point where you don't reach now. What thing inspire you for move from athletics, volleyball, soccer, and now to bodybuilding?
okay. Thanks very much, Magdalene. I believe say if Ula we know Alhaji, we na hanyomwe short, and never abi because so Ula we know me, you know, like sports become the part of my life, which is a long history. If I say I can explain that now, yeah, we will take much of a time. Of course, my sporting background, through my family, like my elder brother, Abdifala, could go any side in terms of football, later volleyball. I can play soccer, with football. Then I move on to athletics. Of course, I can be Sierra Leone fastest in 2007 and 2008 consecutively. I can be intervarsity fastest as well. I move on to volleyball. I play volleyball to national level later. Uh, I turned the assistant secretary general and acting secretary general of the Sierra Leone Volleyball Association, which this all is important are really a better performances than what I do there, not to just like a shadow. So I will tell you say sport only part of my life and sport don't impact my life positively. So when I move here, like here, it's really like when you look at my age, I don't go say, okay, I go play, I go run again, and I go begin play soccer because like I will look for sports for really push on for taking a different level. So I begin go gym, and I believe say the gym be the really like get me body to the way where I want them, you know. So and looking at this particular bodybuilding, nothing forget about the age. Age if you push and far, if you want to take the sports to another level, it will still give more chance for them move forward. You know, so like for the athletics, I don't go see I go athletics when you mean at 40 years old now. Like if you watch it, I will still get the speed, but definitely if you watch a selection basis, the coaches go say, no, we look for youngster, but let come. So with this bodybuilding, of course, if I listen to my body and I know what the load work will be, because as I tell you now, I come here, I do different courses them in fitness. So me a personal trainer, like I say, a coach. So I know everything about bodybuilding. So I know what and ability this sport now while I hang out all day. That sport we could take me to a different level I want till I retire in sports.
Okay, so like you say, it go be your retirement sport. But tell we waiting Italic for train in bodybuilding. After all you years of experience in training, is there any different approach to the process or the intensity of the training itself, the timing, the weight of the equipment, the way they use, what's are the different? Because talking about bodybuilding again, you can look at age as well because some person will say me don't 40, I don't 35, and obviously me bone go able for take this weight.
Okay. McLaren, the good thing I go say, okay, there are different sports. Different sports, different technique, absolutely. But being in all those sports them helped me greatly for that progress in this my sport. Because the mindset, the discipline, and the commitment what we get in all those sports them, all I bring out with me in this particular sport. Which when I can do, and as a professional in this particular field, I know the load what they put to my body. You get what I say? And I know I always listen to my body. Like this now my body want. Today I will go if I blunt do like say a bench press of 150 kg. If my body not tell me say not do it, you get what I say, you not give me that response. I did do it because I know say if I do it, I regret for injure myself. And I want for doing the sport for more. Right? So if for instance I follow if I how heavy I go today, um if my body no give me chance for like I go tomorrow, for like I go heavy tomorrow, instead I do more reps, which are the same thing, McLaren. So the way we listen to your body, we don't need people if you watch just if you really check out there are bodybuilders which are 70, even this competition where they go, you get 60, 50 and above. 50 categories them where people they compete. So watch at that age. And if you see them, they are really like fit, energetic because it's not to they try to condition the body to the way how you will grow the muscle. Which if you condition it well, it's not about how heavy you push, but how consistent, disciplined, and committed you did.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. We'll be hopeful let you join we live, but seems that we dey get issue with network over there. Quick one, what do you dey aim for achieve from this competition as you go compete for the first time and that we can call a rookie. And waiting at the category we get for compete and which poses we for expect you say you get for do. Is it the
Okay.
modeling or any other one?
Okay. Um, for me, Magdalene, we get a lot of federations when it comes to bodybuilding, right? This one we get what we call the ICN. ICN, for short, we just say I compete natural. That you compete really natural. You don't get any other substance for let help you muscle, for let help you for growth, right? So this is not a beginner, like a beginner in the sense that you compete natural. Though you get a pro level, you get chance for win pro card. Now, as my first timer, I compete in three divisions. First division, we get the first timers there, right? Then I compete in a men bodybuilding open, which is open to everybody in that competition. Be first timer, be this, I go for. Then the weight category moment. So from 77 and over, I compete at that particular level. So with these levels then, if I make up if I win, like if I win the men's open or I win your level, it'll give me chance for like compete for overall. We compete for overall. If you win overall, definitely you don't qualify for nationals, Australian titles. When I did national Australian titles, where they come on the October 8th. So if I go in that competition, I win, definitely it'll give me the chance for become a pro athlete, a pro ICN athlete where it will give me chance for like compete all over the worldwide.
All right. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Alhaji, talking about winning, any post day, any set prize day for the champion?
Of course, at this preliminary stage, now you win the state championship. You just liable for win medals and trophies. Then if you win overall, they give you like a sword, like they call me. They'll call me Mr. Queensland.
Okay.
Yeah. Then in the nationals, if you win the pro title, they give you the professional card, and you get $25,000 for win or take home.
Okay. All right.
As a win.
All right, Alhaji, we want to tell you thank you for where you join. We feel so bad that you're not able to come live, but hopefully that will be fixed. We'll go talk to you after the competition. All the best. Good luck. I go follow up with you on how things they go. Thanks for joining us, and we catch up with you some other time.
Yeah, thanks very much, Maggie.
Yeah. That's not Alhaji. Emmanuel, quick one. Alhaji don't change sport from volleyball to now I afraid may I not say I go lift me up, me don't.
But Magdalene, that's not a good one for ma, and it should say in a area sporting individual, because not an easy part of life it takes. So you can remember like less man like we no go near then trend in life. But for make you choose for take that trend in life, it's a good one for man. So
Me
trust
training
me.
so any fortnight, any 2 weeks, anytime fitness they cut me money for gym.
Yeah.
Me gym club where I join. Then they cut me money go gym because I forget the training.
Yeah, but gym sessions in particular, because you can do cardio and strength, because even like me, most of the time I cardio I do. Me I
Nah,
ain't no get business.
I didn't do nothing. Me food the last time I go do cardio.
Yeah,
Then I do some sit-ups. And then when I can I me host the step for claim up, it's like
to
say me
claim up. But that was good, Magal. If you before don't continue for the next 2 or 3 sessions, you for don't develop the muscular fitness.
Paddy, not so you go tell me. Why ready I dey go back?
But now if you go again, you feel the pain
Eh?
again.
No,
If you
why
go
ready
again, you get to feel the pain.
I go be
So you
now.
start light, and you get the rhythm, then you continue for the hard sessions. You
No,
see.
that coach will train me wicked. I dey change
Yeah, but it's very good on inside. So like instead of you sit down, so like not get much more involvement in the sporting world, it good way to take that trend there. At least you will keep them fit, healthy, and well balanced mentally. Because we know how system they did now this week, this country, Magdalene. If you not get something way for give you a mental balance, people can suffer home and stress so easily. Depression very common now, because there's nothing we can do now past you go work and come back and you don't sleep. You see, but when you get some of the activities that we're able this keep part of your lactic acid in the body, at least they keep you balanced and fit. So it's a good decision for we brother. And I know how challenging it is. I remember Alhaji in size for making them become so bulky. They like two today. Wow.
Hello? If I don't
So,
go, if I don't pay logo supporter, but bad timing now, not this time.
yeah, because
No, say by the national will support them.
by God in power, it's because in Brisbane the event that take
Yeah,
place
yeah.
this coming Saturday, and you don't some of Winner don't get attached towards this New South Wales
Yeah, with the
African
candidate
Nations
you know, the
Cup.
our local but lot
So,
touch quick but with Salone players them.
yeah,
Not much this weekend as a lot of disappointing result, but also some teams them go play today where we Salone players they play for. So yesterday David Cisse enjoyed 90 minutes of action inside Wellstone 1-1 draw with Torquay United. Amadou Bakayoko been there in action for Bolton Wanderers inside a 1-0 win against Peterborough United. It came as substitutes in the 83 minutes. It just enjoyed 7 minutes plus in the action itself. Idris Kanu himself come in as a substitute inside Barnet, the 1-0 draw to Solly All Moors in the National League now England. Well, a disappointing one for Alex Bangura, way bigger for Sierra card yesterday after we it happened for be one of the three people, including the coach, two player and the coach, all began for Sierra card inside the match where SC Combo be get for loss 5-1 away to RKC Walvik inside the Eredivisie, the Dutch league. So so far so good. That's all. And Kwame Kwe also was in action, and other players then go there in action today with more match we get for play. And we all know say Kista video announcing list of players for the international friendlies against South Africa and that of DR Congo, where go take place this month. And some players and they're on the way now to Salone. I see the goalkeeper from Oya don't left for car winner Mohamned Kamara and the former Sierra Leone's goalkeeper. So a lot of players now they prepare for that because this is not the last weekend for the league stand and then we'll go international break. So we Sega for start we own competition soon, October 8th. Nugget team this year 8th. So what thing now you take Emmanuel about the preparation so far? Because you now another part train.
The preparation so far watertight as every team right now to put some boys them together, and the likes of Cape Verde, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, Congo, Brazzaville, Zimbabwe, and Guinea, Nigeria, Liberia. So a lot of the Mali, Ivory Coast, everybody don't put up their teams in together now and they play friendly matches. And from the organizers on side, they just inform me that the teams and they improve from 16 to 20, and there is an extension frame instead of I think 6 weeks now. It's gonna be something like 8 weeks a tournament. So and one key thing they also inform me about is like they're gonna separate because on the day of the finals you also play the female finals, the third place, and that of the finals. So then the type of coordinates whereby now like there should be a week difference. So maybe this week they will play the third place, and the other week then play the finals, or maybe the finals day they go play the female final and the male final together, because at least there's some amount of time frame now where they don't get from the Wanderers facility, and the competition still get for continuing at Wanderers facilities, and then you look at for be one of the best this year, whereby the one forgets something like an open ceremony. But that's also the other debate presently, because they want to do something like an open ceremony where we can look at like correct the one doer, because if not an open ceremony in
why you
football,
say not correct?
we know that the winner, the two teams that win, they play that particular first games day. Now we all go come around, kind of rally and support. Not to like when Wanderers they play, that you take all the other teams and say them for wear jersey, for go show for that you do open ceremony there, and so we need better clarifications.
So, wait. I don't understand this. So Wanderers get forget game. They're
Yes.
all the team then go there. There isn't
Yes.
a rope ceremony that nah.
So when they look at it like it's a presentation for boost up Wanderers their own support or financial contribution. Because if now an open ceremony, if now South Sudan they play whatsoever team, then two teams and we all go around there and support them. They are the ones opening the tournament. So whatever presentation you want for do, it's left with teams.
Yeah,
You don't
and
get to mandatory. Say
as support that initiative there, because getting the opening ceremony for play in a week
yes,
in a week, like you get your ceremony where they
yes,
play, and then everybody come and watch the first two team on that day, and we
exactly.
all go home. That time
Yes,
you invite all the guests there for come. That you don't go say because Congo gets game. Now they do open ceremony Liberia and Ghana for play. So we get for do this properly. The
yeah,
organizer, the owners of when are the members, them now the committee for the teams and get for putting a foot down. It's African project. Yeah, Wanderers helping, but we have to stood our grounds. And also for the finals, it's so I can understand the last two seasons with COVID and all. It be
yeah,
so like choke, and one final for just play in a day. Everybody can support rather than running from this to this to that. Everybody getting presentation. And that could give the girls themselves for let time for let people watch them. Because if you can recall, when the
yes.
girls that they play, nobody know they didn't at the venue. Now only few of us.
That's
So
true.
I think say expanding it and giving more time frame will be better.
Yeah, so that's very good, Magdalene. And I'll sure say like the organizers and they take that into consideration. And this is what we love doing. Sport is what we love doing. So if this is what we love doing, we have to give some value into it. And we're not for boycott the ethics of this game because of some people their own personal desire. No, you get to think about the community and benefit because this is a community based tournament.
But
So
it's Cape Verde to now don't win that tournament this trip. All right, I see.
Magdalene,
Wait, Emmanuel, wait. Abdulrahman Jaya, they say Maggie was. I think Abdulrahman was asking about Andy. Andy, okay, the waiting where we host now goalkeeper coach. He gets in academy in Scotland. We in a goalkeeper the number in the train. And so he get a young guy in a Salone called Idrissa, where they work with, where they get a team of goalkeepers, about 21, according to Idrissa, where they train at Fobe Field every day around 4 o'clock for now young boys them from he say from 7 to 14 years old, 9, you don't get that. So we'll be talk to Andy Bottom plan for the boys them and waiting it hope for achieve from the support where they give them. So it just tell you implants and all that we hope for keep on following the situation and see how best the boys then they go on. So Emmanuel, how many teams this year? Last season we played 16 teams.
yes. And this year it get for be 20 teams. Although um, other teams and they raise objection towards that, but if the organizers and say 20 teams, it just get for be 20 teams because according to the constitution, it permitting that the maximum amount of team into the tournament is 20. So if by the constitution they have the right to do that, so be it. So that's why every year they call an AGM. That in this AGM, if you be no so you know want that for happen, you for don't go take part and raise up an objection later amend that. But unfortunately, when they call AGM, people are not showing in. So therefore, the laws are still there, and there are some bad laws which are still in this tournament constitution where we need for revoke or amend. But people are not giving attention to it except when they fall short, then they can raise up a voice, and which is very late because the AGM has already passed. And when the AGM for the next one is to adopt the constitution, the tournament rules, that's it. So now it's already late for let people begin raise up an objection that they can't include 20 teams. But by law, it's there. Why didn't we make this objection in AGM? So this they play present and the people in the table say if they want for do 20 teams, they should have called a meeting. No, they call an AGM. It was part of the topic to be discussed. If you didn't show up, who are you to be blamed?
All right. Oh, we go start for host teams them. Let them tell about them plans. Probably from next week, we will get 2 teams. We'll go host for tell them plans for this year New South Wales African Cup. Last year in a South Sudan winner. I meet with the Sudan captain in one project where I go attend. and they tell me say that they win and back. He say not team not there for them, but me know they support Cape Verde, so I not talk for Cape Verde. And Salone they support. I not talk for Cape Verde. I look about and talk say Cape Verde na COVID. The player they all got COVID last season. I make una they make more. They're not able to go play final against Liberia. So I just shut up. I not talk nothing because I know my own team. But anyway, we say for good. We are coming up. We have a young coach this year in the name of Tuni, former captain for the Salone New South Wales team, and we'll beat Tuna. We'll beat Tuna back. We'll meet up now group.
Well, Magdalene, I go on for reserve my opinion. You know, when it can come towards Cape Verde and Salone, I like Papa and Pekin, and big brother and small brother. So
you see that I get that highlight with Jabi Tom. Jabi with he do 360.
and to be sincere with you, Magdalene, Jabi always gets a very good game when they play against Cape Verde. Even when we play the friendly, he gets a very good game. Because, you know, one way or the other, Salone. You see. And to be sincere, we also put up a very good squad. And we get new boys that they don't come on board. And we hope for probably the cup.
Una the fag, una get A-League player. We dey put no A-League player in the player competition because I make South Sudan the win the cup. This is just a community something.
Well, you know, we got to do something for match up with them because if you look at them community, then get most of them boys there where they play the A-League and much of them they play in the NPL one. So if we fall around like that, we can never match up them. So I mean, we set the time for raise up a good competition with the likes of South Sudan. And sincerely, last year it would have been one of the best finals if we've not have been obstructed by COVID, you know. But it is what it is. It's soccer.
Now we go to Uswena. We all cola and Tasabia.
Yeah.
That's what they have to because if they win this cup,
but we were in the right footing to bring the cup home. But still we are there and we're still in the right footing. We know that this year the cup will come home.
They get COVID, but they make Sabida bushfire. All sound at the bushfire.
Yeah.
We now we get the woman defending champion.
Oh yes.
I know like Arsenal people that remember me in the comment section for congratulate them. This is this girl Mabinti.
So we got a very good win, Magdalene. We deserve a congratulations. Come on.
We got a win. The people that lost their coach to Chelsea. Now they able beat them. If they begin their coach, they beat them. If they beat una, they gotta beat we. Okay. Mabinti, congratulations. Una win.
Thank you.
We are still at top of the table until further notice.
Yeah.
Or the top until further notice. Who's up for win this year? So win.
No, we see, but at least congratulate. We Andy call the gear just now and not Vexo. You know, call Ramsdale in name. You see?
Make Ramsdale go World Cup first. World Cup. Make go World Cup.
Andy Naso.
Well, all right. Arsenal, congratulations.
Thank you.
We should now win the cup. If not win them. No, we know they do giveaway.
No, well, the queen, we go give, we go do this as a good morning package for the queen.
Win that one and not win Champions League now. Stone are the win.
No, we go win now. And then the blessing of the last blessing I know the queen give it before they die. So we go make good use of her Magda.
On a get luck. Man City, they suspect Guardiola for where they go on so right now. We suspect that say can the old phone they talk to Arteta where the game that they play.
No, family matter, so then you know go down. And see, and in picking away give Jesus, he just a bunga inside for we.
Who's that Arteta they pull sense for coach where they win game there. Now Guardiola, who they suspect Guardiola then the old phone. In the call, talk about Spanish, say do this, do that. That's over. But we not able we handle Una properly.
But yeah, that was a good win for Una, and Una showed some sign of maturity because if you observe that game when we play against Una, we get a midfield form. And Lukango and Saka was not a very good chemistry. And so you guys make use of the experience, the like of this guy we wanna sign. Bruno. Oh, he was very clinical in his distribution.
We go straight grab back. Shout out to Salone Premier League update, one of the biggest sports group them as well. Sports page where they do well for promote Salone football. Kudos to the guys, the young guys are so they admire now. They do very, very well, you know. Keep it up, guys, and thanks for the compliments as well. Now we go small. You know, so this business now we did they look on the eye. Wait, Leon Star can get a more mandatory sport blogger, but as Leon Star now we who knows the Salone Premier League updates, Sierra Sport. Kudos to Sima as well. They do well with Sierra Sport. You get a lot of sport bloggers that they do very well. Me, not vex. Me not a blogger. Me not a journalist.
You're a journalist.
But anyway, I do too now. We all are the same. It's all information sharing and keep it up. All right, Emmanuel, with the Kango now, waiting you want to tell people because I know so now don't win. We're not gonna pray for a lot of loss, but not to win more. Now Man City get issue.
So we fumble out there. I want to say on a thank you for our messages and on our time for follow up the program. And to be brought back home with the work with Andy, trust me, I want to make you keep the dream alive because we really catch them when they are young. When me remember, I guess since Salone, I never remember about a goalkeeper project. This will be the first project Magdalene we me know but in football with
even
around goalkeeper.
You know, at one time when I would do sport coverage in Salone for Radio Mercury, Yawoko newspaper, and all 2 Mark Radio when I start my career as a sport journalist with my boss Super Tex and the likes of Coach Hassan and Kaloko, they all. I know all the venues where they go, everybody want play inside. Like those junior team, it go reach a point now, maybe the person if he say not good too much, then send a goal, or maybe he get body pass smack. They say you go man. Yeah,
exactly.
and another thing again, then I just coach Tamba go to the you know more say now the goalkeeper coach for Leon Star. Then even the under team there, under 20, under this. But I think a bit of improvement on there now. We get a couple of goalkeeper coaches that now they assigned to different national teams. So with this kind initiative from Andy and Idrissa as well, they go complement the effort of the FA for you know, bringing up young lads from the scratch as goalkeepers. They go play a great role na their life. I'm sure if you talk to people like Mohamned, when at the national team goalie, he must tell you story, say what be start for play na inside I be one play, you know. A lot of goalkeepers who don't talk to go tell you
even Christian Cocker make mention of that. Even they play inside gonna go.
Yeah.
You see, so these were not their natural positions. They were converted to that. And at the age where, you know, grow up with that technique, with that special skill. So it takes real sportsmanship for make we get a precise, excellent performance from somebody. You know, if you don't begin play football as number 9, Magdalene, for more you did 7 years, because like Australia, we begin play football with the beginning from 5 years. You know, begin coach them up, take them up. And at that age, you don't begin play as number 9 because at that age, we play all positions, put you in a goal, you can play defense. And within the age of 11, 14 years, we can able identify, say, you talent a goalkeeper side you did. So the experience you already get, so it's easy for make you push them out there into the community. So, you know, it's a wake-up call for WFA. These are some of the project and way they need for really give support and attention to. And if they will push them, not limited to Freetown alone, Magdalene, it's a good start. But let us begin think about the provinces. The likes of Kono, the likes of Bo, Kenema, Kabbalah, Kainaun, Pujon, you know, Makeni. And when you begin see these things in the reach out, Magdalene, it go able help with game forget some momentum where it always don't get before. You see.
Yeah, I'm sure
So
of that. Okay, Emmanuel, will you go now? And I think FC Salone, the next opponent will come from one of the Arab countries, probably Egypt or so. Is it Future FC? Something like that. So we hope for them for the better and the best and wish them all the goodies. I think Max Tribune will begin for bring you coverage of we own competition in Australia, where now the African Cup, a big way at the poster. Let us not ask me. Oops, Salone team this. Now we own competition now we organize every year for bringing the African community together. So probably we will begin do some coverage with some friendly matches where they play for do some streaming. But they get Emmanuel way will they get communication issue, but since he don't come back, hopefully maybe next week we will start for show one game and then start for test with equipment. Them get ready for where Salone they play Cape Verde. Lucky can I put again?
it will be interesting. So how are you to go cover that game day?
me I know about that why they watch game more. They provoke no more. I like provoking. I watch positive facing action. We make I say okay. All right, Emmanuel. I see you when we go hook up soon and then plan how
No,
we
very soon because like we really get for see throughout this weekend until we get public holiday. We go say we go catch up and fix up for the programs for the weekend.
We'll get public holiday for the Queen in Daiwa.
Yeah, for the Queen.
So rest in peace.
Amen. Alright then till then, stay blessed and bye to all the viewers out there. Yeah.
Bye bye, Arsenal. Enjoy your victory. Bye bye.
Thank you, FC Salone. Thank you, the Gunners.
Who's team? We go find team for Musa tomorrow. Who's team we go find now? We go keep that meeting there. Yeah.
No, we'll keep on. We'll bring FC Salone. You need Mohamned Salone in blessing.
Huh?
You need Mohamned Salone in blessing. You know, Salone will talk to her.
I'm big. Una Ali contact one.
Yeah. I know that in our next Poboski Dandy. We joke for her.
We'll go find team for Musa. Okay, bye bye. Stay blessed and have a wonderful new week coming tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Magdalene. You too.